Go for a ride? Okay. Last night I flew the drone for the first time since the crash. She's alive and well, so the GoPro Karma lives to see another day, which I'm very happy about. I love being able to do that. This is the first weekend I've had since I got the GoPro Karma, so I'm gonna go around town, get some aerial shots, get some more flight time in. Obviously I need it. Luckily it's an absolutely beautiful day out. This morning it was a little chilly, so I put the long sleeves on, but now it's 73 degrees, so I definitely am overdressed. One of the things I want to talk about in the vlog today is the Karma Grip, which is the handheld gimbal. The reason I bought the GoPro Karma is because it is an entire system, and so far I've been pretty impressed with the Karma Grip, although I haven't used it as much as I have used the drone. Quick pit stop at the local barbecue place in Bowling Green, Kentucky. In my opinion, it's got the best barbecue in the area. Shout out to the Smoky Pig. So there, I just turned it on. I want to show what it looks like when I am using the gimbal, and you can see how much work it really is doing. It's quite impressive. And if you were to look at the camera, see if I can, you'll see that the camera actually is being charged right now, which is a very nice feature. So basically this handheld gimbal also acts as an extra battery. I really love that. If I'm holding it forward and I move side to side, of course up and down, it really does not waver. The other thing is, if I twist my hand here, gimbal doesn't move that way. So again, I can do up, I can go back and forth, I can go side to side. Ooh, I'm out of breath now. Just tried running with the handheld gimbal, and I'll be very interested to see how that footage turns out. It really does an amazing job at sticking to where it wants to look. A couple weeks ago, or actually probably more like 2 months ago now, I got the opportunity to take my vehicle on the track, take my Camaro out there, and did a high performance driver's education. Tons of fun, highly recommend it. And the National Corvette Museum Motorsports Park track. It's incredible. It's one of the most technical tracks in the country. Highly suggest it. Lots to learn. Was a great experience. Now that is a nice looking Camaro. From one Camaro owner to another, nice car, bro. I got a request from a YouTube comment asking about the stability of the drone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it down to about 5 feet, and then I'm just going to let it sit there for maybe a minute, and I am going to see how well it stays in that spot. It is not windy today. The little bit of wind there is, I am blocked by some trees over here, so I don't think that should be a factor. And the other thing I'm going to do is I am using a stopwatch on my phone and comparing it to how long that the flight actually lasts for. Every time I start the drone up, it shows it at 18 minutes. I want to see if that's a true 18 minutes or if it actually runs for 15 minutes or if it actually runs for 25 minutes. Right now the drone is telling me that it's sitting at 6 feet. It is moving up and down, I'd say within 12 inches. But it's staying within a foot. However, right now it just corrected itself to 9 feet. So it went from 6 feet to 9 feet. Now it's dropped down to probably about 5 feet. I haven't touched the controller, not once. In fact, the controller still tells me it's sitting at 9 feet. It went back up to about 6 feet, although the controller still says it's sitting at 9 feet. Overall, I'd say it's not that bad, but there is room for improvement. I shut this off probably 20 to 30 seconds after I landed the drone, and the time says 16:38. So the 18 minutes I started with was definitely not a realistic 18 minutes. At best, it was 16 minutes and 38 seconds of flying, but in reality, it was probably closer to 16 minutes of flying. But I bet it's a little bit like the miles per gallon guess on your car. It depends on how you are driving, just like it probably depends on how you are flying and how you are using the drone. One last test, and then I'm going to end this vlog. I have a stopwatch ready. I'm going to start it as soon as I plug in the battery for the drone, just to get an idea as to how quickly it charges. I've been pretty impressed with how fast this thing charges, but I'm going to put it to the test and get some real data behind it. And just for the record, there was less than 1 minute of flight time left on this battery when I landed it, so it's pretty dead. 1 hour and 19 minutes. In fact, it was almost 1 hour and 20 minutes. I gotta be honest, I'm a little shocked by this. I thought that the GoPro Karma battery was charging a lot faster than it was. Apparently, I just wasn't paying attention to time. I thought it was maybe 30, maybe 45 minutes at most to charge this thing. So that's a little disappointing. It's really still not bad for 20 minutes of flight time. In a battery this big, this is a big battery, I don't think it's that bad, but I, for some reason, had it in my head that it was a lot faster. This will be the first time that I have flown the drone since I crashed it yesterday. You'll notice the nearest elevated object is a good 20 feet away from me. I learned my lesson on that front yesterday. I just got the okay from the controller, the camera's on, the gimbal's working, the lights are all on. So here comes the moment of truth. It works. It's alive.